we talked outside the studio for a minute before we went on air, but I want to hear from all you guys. All the music genres. I know you guys got a lot of different backgrounds and a lot of different music. What made you go to reggae and roots and culture? Not just reggae, because everybody says reggae music. Everything is reggae. You know what I mean? But there's different genres of reggae music. There's lovers rock.
Right. Yeah.
All right. There's dancehall.
Right.
And
Dub.
you guys,
We got some dub in there. We got some old school ska, where way back. But,
I mean, that's another 2-hour show.
Right.
That's right.
But you guys do a lot of roots and culture, and I noticed that in you. What made you guys go that route?
Yeah, well, it's the heartbeat, and that's where it all starts. And the way we look at it is, reggae music is that one music that you can play all musics with. It blends, everything blends.
Right.
You can play, if the backbone is reggae, you got that drum beat, and then you got that bass pulse, and then you can play a jazz lead over that. You can come in and blaze some rock and roll.
A lot of famous reggae bass players play jazz.
Exactly. Yeah. And yeah, that's the way it is, and that's where it all came from. And that reggae is that one music. It's funny. There's a story when I was in 6th grade and I'm driving down the road with my mother. Things weren't the easiest growing up, but I remember on the radio came through Buffalo Soldier, right? Which would be the only song that you would get to hear from Bob Marley on the radio. Obviously, if they were playing it over national radio, they don't give much love to the good
There's only
stuff.
9 other songs on that album that they couldn't play.
Yeah, so
that one,
I was lucky.
Or the one that Eric Clapton did.
I Shot the Sheriff. Which was definitely adapted to go to where people believe he wrote it. So there's a lot of correction in that as well. But yeah, he had that song that just reached out to me at that time, and I always had that in the back of my mind. And as I grew older, I just gravitated towards it. It just has that feeling and that power in it to where it's deep music.
I always ask this of reggae bands and performers. What is your favorite? Who is your favorite reggae artist? I mean, everybody says Bob Marley.
Oh yeah, right. No.
I hear that. I hear that.
Should we go around the room?
I'll bring it down.
Right.
Right.
My favorite all-time reggae artist is a guy by the name of Alton Ellis.
Right, Alton Ellis back
And the people here wouldn't even. I mean, if I played his music, they'd think it was an R&B soul singer.
Well, a lot of those guys like Beres Hammond had that sound too.
Exactly, Beres. Everybody calls him the Teddy Pendergrass of Jamaica.
But I like to break it down in terms of who my favorite bass player was, which is obviously got to be Clinton Ferrin from the Gladiators.
There you go.
And not to mention his vocals and their influence on me, but Clinton Ferrin bass, when you're talking drums, you got to go Carlton, just because Carlton Barrett, because nobody did it like him.
Right, nobody.
And then with rhythm guitar players, Earl Chinna Smith, some of that, it's you got to break it down like that. There's so many wonderful artists out there, but big ups to the Roots Radics, of course, for backing all those singers. Because that's the way it was.
Give thanks to them. A lot of them are not still around.
Right.
But their music is going to live on for years and years and years.
Hey,
as long as I'm alive.
There you go. Us too.
All right. Listen, we're going to take a little pause. We're going to come back. Okay, guys? We'll do some more songs. We'll sit down and talk.